Like this. We'll do it like this. So we got a so we're at a body shop. We got a 2017 Cadillac. What is this? ATS. This car was a hit in the right front. And they said after that, after they did the repair, the car wouldn't start. You turn the key on, you get all the power you want in the front, but the car doesn't start. They did verify. They said we have power to most of these fuses except when you get here. There's nothing here anywhere. They said when they put a jump pack on it, the car will start and run. And verified, yep, there's no power here, there's no power here. So, and look at the look on Jay's face. Yeah, parts counter's been launched. They put a brand new fuse box in it. So we grab our diagram. We verified there's no power. We grab our diagram. So this is, how do we start? Let's start with, this is the fuse block, which is going to be this part, right? Just this part. The piece along the side with all the circuit breakers, or the fusible links, whatever you want to call it, is going to be our auxiliary fuse block. And then we have our on battery fuse block in the back of the car. Without pulling anything apart, Jay said, well, you know, we can check power right here at the starter, which will verify this leg. I said, let's go one better. Right? If we look, just looking at labels, right? 200 amp, 100 amp, 100 amp, 60 amp, 70 amp. I come over here and I know that this 200 amp has no power going in or out. So, and the only one there that's 200 amp is that one. And that one gets fed all the way back to the back from this 350 amp at the auxiliary fuse block. So we go back here. And of course they buried the fuse block. We got to move all this shit aside. I get Jay to help and hold it. I verify. I have, can you see it? Yep, I have power. Da-ba-da-ba-da. And I have no power. And I have power. I have no power. Watch this. Can everybody see that? Whoop. Let's spin that down a little bit. Oh, look, I got power. Loose nut behind the wheel. Actually, if I play with it, you can actually see it blink. There you go, look. Power. Loose nut. Jay says, how are we going to make a video on that? I go, just like we just did. Okay, we're going to tighten that up and get out of here. How long have we been here, Jay?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. We're out. Got to go. Okay, I'm gonna start here, I guess. So the car did start and run. We restored power to this terminal here. Car started, but we had no throttle, so we did a quick health scan. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Quick health scan and clear, and we still had a bunch of codes. Accelerated pedal. Geez, I don't even remember. I printed out a bunch of diagrams. Just started looking at it last night. I had to leave. We got cut short on time. So let's get this out of here. Forgive me for bouncing all over. I wasn't really ready to make a video, so this is what you get. Where are we? Oh yeah, cooling fan control. Cooling fan control. Circuit was down. Codes for... let's see what else. These are just my powers and grounds for my ECM, because I thought I might have to go there. Ground control for the ECM, because I thought I might be going there. I had codes for accelerated pedal, circuit 2, I believe. I had a fuel tank pressure code. I had codes for, let's see what else. There's a reason I printed this out. Oh, brake pedal position sensor code. So I had these random codes that were not clear. And what did I print this out? I don't know. Oh, this might just be regular powers and grounds I was going to go at. The only thing I kept seeing in common, I'm going through all of this. Why do I have these codes? What do they have? You always look for a common denominator. I kept seeing X150. I kept seeing X150 again. X150 again. the fuel pressure sensor, X150, right? You're going closer. Cooling fan control module. It said specifically control fault. I think it was something with the control. X150. So where's X150? This is a diagram of it. It's buried underneath this fuse box. This is where the car was hit. So I get here this morning. I've been here just a couple of minutes, wrestling this thing out of my way. Take this back off. Get this tray up. And that is my X150 connector. And this is where I've stopped, but take a look at that connector. What does that look like? That looks like a connector that's not in properly. That looks like it's sandwiched sideways. So I can't film this while I do it. Obviously my hand is crushed in here. So I'm gonna take a look at it and then I'll continue. All right, I got that connector back in. The lever is actually broken on it, and when they plugged it in, they missed. There's like 2 pins in the side, so you lever it over, it pulls it down, and they missed it, and the lever broke. So I got it to where it actually plugged in. It's not ratcheted in because the ratchet's broke, but it is plugged all the way in. I got my throttle back. That was one of the indicators yesterday after we had the car started that we had no throttle. So I'm doing a health scan. We're gonna do a quick clear. Yes. Let's see. Yesterday we had faults that came right back. They were hard faults. So we'll see how we make out. Bolt that back in. All right, sorry, interruptions. So, car's running. I'm gonna shut it off real quick. I did take that fuse box apart. I fixed that connector as best I can, even though the ratchet's broken. Throttle's back. No lights on a dash. Theoretically, it should get a whole new connector, but I was able to secure it in a way. I don't think it's gonna come apart. He was happy with it. I got it back on the, I'm over here. I got it back on the bracket, bolted this back in. We did a full scan and clear just for poops and giggles. We're gonna come back and just do it one more time. Make sure we got no codes, and I'm gonna kick this one out the door. Oh, and here's the bonus. For those of you that stuck around long enough, that loose connection in the battery in the back, he did just tell me they put the battery in. So that probably happened here as well. Not that I'm pointing fingers or whatever, but somebody was in a rush, put that battery in, left that terminal loose, and that's what started this. And then when it didn't start, they went back into here, and he said they had this whole thing apart. And he said they took that connector apart. So inadvertently created problem number 2. So rather than fix problem 1, they created 2 problems. We found the first one, then we found the second one. Now this car's ready to go. And as a bonus, we have no codes. So I'm out. Lesson of the day, pay attention to your work or who you're signing work to, because this could have been avoided. Have a good one.